Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go on this Thursday or this pre-Friday. Again, hopefully it's starting off well for you. And I tell you what, we've got a lot of North Texas weather to cover as we go through the hour. In fact, I thought the printer was going to overheat this morning. I've been printing off all the latest weather charts. I'm tracking an Arctic cold front that's inbound for early tomorrow morning as we get into Friday night, Saturday, tracking an opportunity of some raindrops, maybe some snowflakes. What's the latest on that? And then as we get into next week, Monday, and even talking about Thanksgiving Thursday, there could also be some rain around as well. A lot of information you need to know truly as we go through this hour. But here is our pre-Friday, our Thursday. And again, after that fairly chilly start to the morning out there, we will turn the corner. In fact, we'll get into the upper 50s to right around 60 for daytime highs. And again, we will be enjoying quite a bit of sunshine this afternoon as well. Now, this is where we started the morning. These were the chilly temperatures I was talking about. A lot of mid-20s up along the Red River Valley. In fact, even Denton down to 26 degrees, frosty cold this morning, officially 34 DFW, and then some mid to upper 30s as you get down in our southern counties. So this is what it's about now going forward in time, especially as we get into tomorrow and into Saturday as well. It's this blue line. And this is our next Arctic front, and it is now pushing southbound towards North Texas, and it truly appears to be throttling up, meaning it's moving even faster, and in fact, it may be coming through a little ahead of schedule tomorrow. The way it looks now in the pre-dawn hours, even before the morning commute, it will be sliding on through. The clouds thicking up behind it, and well, as we go through tomorrow, Friday, it does look like a pretty raw day, a pretty cold day, and again, you can even see some of the temperatures behind it, 20s, and even some teens behind this as well. Now, that cold of air is not going to make it all the way into North Texas, but this will definitely be a reinforcing shot of some chillier weather as we head into the weekend. Exactly how cold am I talking about? I'll show you the numbers on that coming up. If you look carefully, you can also see this little dip. This is up here across parts of the Midwest. That is a storm trough. We call that a short wave swinging through, and as that swings through, it's going to continue to drag that front south down into the area. Now, going forward in time, this is the big story. This is what everyone's going to be talking about today. The opportunity as we get into Friday night, very early Saturday morning, of some precipitation in the area. Obviously behind an Arctic front, what are we talking about? The opportunity, at least, of some wintry precipitation. Now, for 99% of us, I think it's going to be pretty light and it's going to be unimpactful. There is one very small area that I am watching in our southwestern counties I'll show you coming up where we may need to watch for a little bit of wintry mix on the elevated surfaces, which could cause a bit of a concern. So here we go as we get into Friday night. Like I mentioned, Friday through the daylight hours, even early Friday evening, there's no issues at all. This is truly Friday night and early Saturday morning. Again, a couple sprinkles around, a couple raindrops. That's not necessarily a big deal. Watch our western counties. You can see an opportunity of a few snowflakes there. Again, that's also really not a big deal at all. The one thing, really the only thing I'm going to be tracking is our southwestern counties. You see the area pink showing up there. And this is just a computer model, a computer simulation saying, hey, there may be an opportunity of a bit of a wintry mix. Now, keep in mind, on elevated surfaces, bridges and overpasses, that would be the only concern there if we do get that wintry mix, right? The roads, the actual ground roads, are way too warm for any, again, very light precipitation to cause a concern. We're not anticipating a coating with any of this. It would only be the bridges and overpasses, so that's worth saying a couple of times. And then as we get into sunrise Saturday morning, notice Tarrant County. The data also trying to show possibly even a little bit of that very light mixed precipitation there as well. So in the grand scheme of things right now, we're only watching, we're just monitoring that. Again, outside of that, again, simply put, it's going to be cold. Again, there'll be some light precipitation around, but overall unimpactful for most of us. In our far western counties, it's not impossible that maybe like on your car, if it's parked outside, maybe on some of the grassy surfaces, we do get a dusting. But again, by and large, the ground temperatures are just too warm for anything other than that. So sprinkles, a couple raindrops here, a couple snowflakes there, and then like I mentioned, we'll be watching this area pink. You can see I've also drawn a little tip there coming right into parts of Tarrant County as well. So otherwise, this is your Thursday evening. Temperatures in the 50s, easing down through the 40s. Again, we're essentially dry. High temperatures today at the upper 50s to right around 60. We've got more on all of this as the hour rolls along. Stay with us.